Hello, this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead. Sewing. Yay! And doing my favourite thing. Yeah, I have a sewing machine cover. Cheap, nasty plastic. And now I've bought this extension table to help me with me quilting, me free motion quilting. It doesn't cover that. So I thought, well, I've got loads of bits of material on that, so I'll do a sewing machine cover. And then I thought, well, if people have been given a sewing machine or got a second-hand one, it might not have a cover to it. And there's enough lint that that the sewing machine gets from just general usage, without dust and everything else getting in and clogging it all up. So I thought, right, I'll video it. So it's a practice. Plus, I need practice for my free motion quilting. So I thought, I'll practice on this. Yeah, brilliant. So the first thing to do is choose your material. Now, I could use, same as you, old clothes and things like that. But on this occasion, I decided to choose some material from things that I've already made. This green is from the link costume I made earlier that you saw. The red is from a crumb quilt that I made but you haven't seen, and I've used some patches out of from a quilt that I made this year, and you saw it when I was talking about the no binding in that video. So I chose them all. I took measurements of my sewing machine. It's basically all the measurements you need are from the edge. For me, I went from the edge of this table. Let me bring you in better. Let's turn it on. That might help it a bit. Might help you to see. Put all the lights on. Yeah. Right. As you can see, this is the extension table. It doesn't extend it massive big, but it's a lot bigger than it was. So I've taken my measurement from the end of this table because I'm actually going to be using this all the time. So I've taken it from the end of the table, not just to the edge of the sewing machine. You need to allow extra because of your wheel. So I've taken it from the wheel itself. Any knobs that you've got on the side, you must take your measurements from that. Also, that's my text message. Sorry. Yeah. Also, from the base, this is a mat of me practicing my free motion quilting. So I put the sewing machine on it to cushion it. But your next measurement is from the base that it's sitting on all the way up. Now, most sewing machines have these spool holders. Some have them on the side behind a handle, but most of them have them permanently sticking up. So you must take your measurement from the highest point. Now with me, this table, and you see, oops, this table extends further out than the back of my sewing machine. So I've actually taken the measurement from there all the way up to the top and down to the bottom. So I've got an overall measurement. Then you come to the side of your machine. The side of the machine, I've gone from what you would normally do is go from here all the way across to here, but because mine has this extension table to it, I've got to allow that extra distance. So I've taken my measurements from there to there. So whatever your measurements are, write them down so you don't forget them, like I did. I've got to take this one again. So write them all down. And I've done 6-inch squares, and now I'm going to sew them together, but I'll show you now exactly of the sewing machine. I'm going to get sewn together with a 1/4-inch seam, and just make strips and then sew them all together. So I'll show you when that's done. Now I don't know if this shot is going to work out or not. I've got all my squares laid out. Oh, I want to change the foot to make sure I do just 1/4 inch seam allowance. So where did I put that foot? Yeah, because this foot has only got a round hole where the needle goes through, I obviously can't do zigzags with it, but I can do a straight seam. And to change your foot, you've seen me do this before. Drop the foot off, get your new one, put your pin on, line it up, lower your foot, press the back, and you can hear it click into place. So there's the new foot. I've not used this foot before, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm not sure about how this is lined up. And well, I'll record this and see if it comes out all right. If it does, I'll use the footage. If it doesn't, I won't. So basically, whoops, find where my needle's going. Put it in next to it, drop my presser foot and lower your needle into it before check that I'm on straight stitch. But what I have a tendency of doing is hold my thread and just take a couple of stitches. Because this is patchwork, you don't need to keep reversing and everything. Just do a longer 1/4 inch seam. And that's it for that one. But to speed things up a bit, I'm actually going to chain piece. And all chain piecing it is, instead of taking this off your machine and cutting it, your thread, and then doing another one, all I'm doing is lining the next one up in front of it, and then just carry on. Finish one and start the other. Once you go a few stitches into it, just check that you're lined up straight, which I am. So I've got 24 of these squares, I think. So I'm just going to motor through them and see how it goes, just chain piecing. There it is, all that is chain pieced together, and so now we can just cut them apart and press them open and see if I can press them to the darker side as well. I've patchworked them all together. It may look as though I've got the heads the wrong way round, but it'll be going like this every sewing machine. So there'll be heads up
that side and heads up that side. That's why they look upside down. And no, it wasn't an accidental mistake. Most of the corners have matched up lovely. There's one that isn't, but I aren't bothered about that. Now's the time to back it. Now I've got this old sheet that I'm using, and I want it basically to stand up by itself, and I've got this interpacing that I've now ironed on, and this interpacing is 20 odd years old, 30 years old. I bought it for a project. I've moved house 4 times since then, and it's just been stashed in with a load of other things and patterns and that. And when I went through them the other day, I found it and thought, what on earth am I going to use that for? Because it makes it very, very stiff. Now I know what I'm going to use that for. It's for this. So I ironed it onto this old white bed sheet that I keep using from time to time. There's next to none of it left. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to get some wadding. I'll have to go through my stashes and put that on, and then I put, whoops, my quilt top down. Well, same machine cover, top down. But let's see if I can find some of the wadding first of all.
It's a